Tubers, Tubettes, and of course the assorted collection of crazy people. I'm back here with my old pal Monty. How are you doing, Mr. Monty?
Still alive and kicking.
All right. So last time we saw you, we had a little chit chat about you having a heart attack and having a stroke, and since then
And another stroke.
and then another stroke, and then you went back to America.
Yes.
Now, when you were in America, you actually made it to the hospital.
Yes, I did.
You felt that you were having another stroke.
I felt something was coming on.
You thought
yeah.
something was happening, either
Right.
your heart or your whatever. And you got diagnosed over there.
Yeah, they told me that my brain was leaking. I had 2 MRIs and 2 CAT scans.
Okay.
One without the stuff and one with the stuff inside me. So anyway, they said that my brain's leaking blood, and that's not good. And my heart has a leaky valve.
Okay.
So they needed to do surgery.
Okay.
I don't have insurance that would cover the surgery.
Okay.
Therefore, here's some meds. We'll see you later. Good. Maybe, we'll see what happens.
So that was the long and the short of it.
Yeah.
You didn't have the insurance.
Right.
And you have 2 situations that they could have corrected via surgery. You don't have VA, you don't have Medicare. You're not old enough to have Medicare.
No.
Because you're 60, right?
61.
61.
Got a year to go.
Got a year to go. So with that analysis, you decided to go ahead and hop on a plane and come here.
I sold my business on payments. I had a 28-foot RV that I lived in, fifth wheel. I sold it for the exact amount of money it cost me to buy my little van here, $4,500.
Okay.
And so I'm going to try to get through this year. Hopefully the guys will make the payments and won't default, and which scares the heck out of me, but I had to do it. I couldn't afford to live in Orlando, and I just, over there, I couldn't get around. I couldn't get up the camper. You got to go upstairs to the bathroom. You got to go downstairs to get outside. And I was having a time of it, and I was depressed as hell, and anxiety, and I was like, I just need to go back to the Philippines, be with my wife and daughter.
Okay. So it strikes me as, I don't know, kind of a scary prospect, knowing that you've got those 2 issues going on.
Yeah.
Does that consume a lot of your time? Do you not think about it? I mean, where's your head at as far as that's concerned?
I'm trying to, my daughter, 3 years old, is keeping me busy. She's the most loving, sweet little thing you ever seen. I've been trying to walk around the house without the cane, go out on the porch without the cane. She'll come running after me with the cane. Daddy, you need the cane. But, and I started a new YouTube channel, and I think that's going to try to keep me busy and keep my mind occupied on that rather than, then I spoke to a friend of mine back in the U.S., and very good friend, and he said, you know what, Monty, you were told the diagnosis, you were told maybe you wouldn't have long to live because of the diagnosis. He said, I'm going to tell you what, he said, my father had a stroke and a heart attack when he was 60, a year younger than you, and he lived to be 79. And he didn't have the surgeries done. And he had the same issues you do, leaking valve in the heart and leaking brain. He said, just be positive, live your life, don't think about it, and just keep going. Because, none of us know when in the day or whatever it is. So just enjoy your life and be happy. Don't worry about it.
Sage advice.
Yeah.
Did they give you any kind of a prognosis over there as to, like,
a year to 3 years
to live?
To live. And if I'm lucky, 5.
Without the surgery?
Without the surgery.
And then do you have any idea of what the success or non-success rate is for the surgery?
It's actually a pretty good success rate for both of them.
Okay.
And, I just can't get them done, but I know I did talk to my cardiologist about the leaky valve. He said he's not so concerned about the brain. He said, that'll eventually stop. Good or bad, it'll eventually stop.
Okay.
And then the surgery for the heart would be probably about 10 to 15 grand. here.
Here in the Philippines.
Over there, it's going to cost almost, $800-something. So to have the 2 surgeries done. So that's a big difference.
So the biggest concern, he says, and I can kind of see, the brain has a way of repairing itself,
Right.
rewiring itself. And
I got like a lot of blood over here just dried up in the side of my brain. So they wanted to clean that up, but my cardiologist said here, and he spoke to a neurologist that he's friends with, and he says, that's not your biggest problem. Your biggest problem is your heart valve leaking.
And so the 1 to 3 years deal, is that because of the heart primarily?
Right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you're 61. When will you be 62? I know it's
September.
September. So we're in December right now.
Right.
So you've actually got about 10 months till you're 62?
Yep.
Okay. Then your Medicare will kick in.
Yeah, but I have no thing about going back to
Really?
U.S.
No.
I'm done.
You're done. Now why? Okay, tell me why. What
Because-
is it? Tell me. That's interesting to me.
Because
you're willing to put your life on the line, not to
Yeah,
go back
I
to
am.
America.
And let me tell you why.
Please.
I am happier here than I've ever been in my life. I know a lot of this stuff has to do with stress that I have when I'm back in the U.S. So whether I had the surgery or not, if I have to go back there and stay for a year or whatever without my wife and daughter, I'm going to get so depressed and so much anxiety. God knows what I might do to myself or whatever, because one thing I did in the U.S. is I got to feeling like, what good am I to anybody?
Gotcha.
Well, why am I going to stay alive, My wife and daughter would probably be better off without me. All this kind of thing. I don't want to be there.
Those are not good thoughts.
I don't want to be there. I actually had a .38 that I keep in the house and carried with me out of concealed weapons permit. I actually called my daughter and told her to come and get it out of my house. Because I don't like having those thoughts. It's not like I wanted to have those thoughts. It's just that they came and they came and they came, and what do you do?
And when you got over here, what happened to those thoughts?
Totally changed. As soon as I seen my daughter and my wife, totally changed. Then the other issue I had was being stuck in the house here too, because it's very hard for me to ride on the back of the bike with my wife. I can't drive it because I don't have the coordination.
Right, and she's a little thing, and she's got to haul you around.
Yeah, she hauls me around, and she's a very good driver and completely safe. But she's busy. She's got to run the town shop. She's got to go here, go there, and I want to kind of get out and see my buddies. And we live back in the forest. It's really boring back there. Everybody speaks to me in Visayan, and even when their friends come over, they all speak in Visayan. So I'm totally lost. So it's nice, I was able to get the band, so now I can travel around and move around. That's how I came here today. And went up to Valencia and had breakfast at the Red Table, which I haven't been up there since me and you were. After my heart attack, I went up and met Paul. Because I was, a couple of days after the heart attack, I was fine. And I went up to meet Paul and we had breakfast, and I hadn't been back up there since. So that's a really positive thing for me. It's exactly the amount of money I sold my fifth wheel for, I bought the van for here. So
now you're back here, you've got your wife and your baby, of course.
Yep.
All right, your little one. You've got yourself transportation.
Yep.
And the transportation was about $4,500 US to get you a vehicle that'll accommodate you and your family. That would have been impossible in America.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing. I mean, from what I understand, the used car market over there is just.
Oh, it went ridiculous. I bought my son a car a few years ago with his stepdad's help. We kind of split it up, but paid 10 grand for a Honda Civic. That Honda Civic right now is worth 15 grand.
Yeah.
Even with the extra mileage and everything on it. So.
And you know what? This is kind of off topic, but I just did a budget video last night, and people were asking me, what about car insurance? Well, out here, I'll just answer that question. Is that it's like next to nothing. It's a few. It's like $50 a year is what I figured out that you get. You go to an insurance company here, they give you comprehensive, and it's about $50. I don't think 2% of those insurance policies are ever have a claim filed against them.
Right.
Because out here, everybody just settles it on the spot.
Right.
I mean, you bang into somebody, and you
Give
figure
them
out
some money,
you
go
figure
on
out
and do
whose
it.
fault it is, and you either compensate them or they compensate you, and it depends on if it's a Filipino or whatnot.
And
all
it's a
those
good chance if
dynamics.
you're a foreigner, it's your fault.
It's your fault. Yeah. But the cool thing is that you can just settle it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just done. There's not the forms, there's not the expense, and all that hoo-ha. So coming out here, even though your condition, they gave you 1 to 3 years, I think that 1 to 3 years is much more applicable if you'd have stayed in the
I
United
think so,
States.
if that.
Do you
I don't
agree?
think I would have lasted that long.
Really?
Not
Because
even
you know
here.
what, again, I'm no doctor, of course, and neither are you, but the stress and the depression and all
Yep.
that kind of stuff, that will take a guy's body and just tank it.
Well, not only that, but you know, if you want to be healthy in life, you got to think positive and be healthy.
Yeah.
If you are negative and, you know, I mean, when I'm laying there, I had a stroke. I can't get up and cook myself food. It's hard for me to get up and go to the bathroom because I got to walk up the stairs in the U.S. I mean, I'm just sitting there. I watch TV, but I didn't even really watch TV, and my brain is just, you know, circling. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I came over here, all that stuff went away. You know, all that stress, all that anxiety, all that stuff is just gone.
Yeah, in America, we tend to be, especially guys our age, I call us the invisible men. We just kind of blend into the crowd. We're almost in the way.
Yeah.
You know, we're almost kind of like
Oh, really? I
obsolete.
actually
We
hear
don't
kids
have
say
any
that.
use. We're kind of a drain on society and all that kind of jazz. And over here, that just isn't the case.
Right.
Elders are kind of respected and looked up to.
Oh yeah,
by
everybody
the
calls me
population.
sir, yes sir, and you know the kids come up and do the bless thing on your head.
Sure.
You know.
So what we're going to be doing now, or what you're going to be doing, Monty, for those that don't know, Monty, this is the guy that's responsible for me making my annoying YouTube channel that you're watching right now, okay? He actually came over and spent 3 days convincing me to do it because of one video that I did on Facebook or something.
Right.
And you had a channel at the time.
Right.
And you and a bunch of other bloggers were encouraging me to do it, and I kept giving, you know, pushback. I don't want to do it.
I remember we sat at the red table and Paul said, I don't think I want to do this, because I was like, listen, Paul, even if you don't do anything with it except for just get on there and make some videos for your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids that, you know, you'll be long gone, but they'll be able to go on YouTube and see what kind of guy you were, you know. And now that you made all these videos and you're famous and do get to area and around the world, I mean, your grandkids would have never known that. They would have never known you the way they're going to be able to look back and see you. And that, you know, that got him thinking.
It did.
And I tell you what, you know, I actually had a guy come on mine and said, you need to have your wife do more videos on your YouTube channel. I was like, why? He said, you know Paul, right? I was like, yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He goes, he's very interesting and a very good speaker. He said, you, not so much.
So, well, I think we put that to rest. You are a good speaker. And you know what? I'm impressed by your improvement, your physical improvement.
Yep.
From the last time I saw you, and I was super concerned about you prior to you leaving, because you were in a bad state.
Yeah, I was in a wheelchair and couldn't get around, couldn't do anything.
And then your time in America, you had dissolved whatever company that you had and just came over here and fully committed. And you came over with some money, and you've got some money that's going to be coming in monthly from the sale of the business. Hopefully. So that's a good thing. And then we're also going to kind of take the whole karma thing and flip it around. And I'm here primarily to, of course, visit with my friend Monty and get you guys updated, because a lot of you have asked, how's your friend Monty doing? And so now you know. But Monty's going to fire up a YouTube channel. And so why don't you tell them, oh great one, the name of your channel and what it's going to be about, and we will promote it. And I want everybody watching this to hit the old subscribe, like, and share button for his channel, please.
I really appreciate that, because this is going to be kind of a kick for maybe to make a little bit of income, whatever, even if it's a little bit. But my wife is very talented. She's good looking, so you guys might want to watch.
Yeah.
But anyway, and she speaks decent English.
Yes.
So the first channel is Crew Family Philippines, CREW Family Philippines.
That's the new channel.
That's a new channel. I do have the old channel, Philippine Lifestyle Crew. I'm going to be making some talking head videos back on the old channel, and she's going to be doing some, and I'll be involved too with videos, but it's going to be more of the family, the baby, and all that kind of stuff on her channel, and business and family, and places we're going to go see, and that kind of things. And see if you guys hit that subscribe button and the bell notification on mine. We'll be able to make some more videos and get around a little bit. I mean, hopefully the channel goes well, and I hope you guys will like our content. And
I really want to just, give a big shout out that this man here has got a lot of courage. He's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of chutzpah. He's got a lot of guts. He's got a lot of the qualities a lot of us could use more of, including me. So it would really be doing him, his family, a solid if you guys would please subscribe to his channel, give him an opportunity. I think you've got 5 or 6 videos up there right now. And follow him and be sincere and leave a positive comment. We want this to be a turnaround story.
Yeah,
we want this to be where a guy was down and out, and without any help from anybody, really, he just got himself home, did what he had to do, and despite the disability with the brain and the heart and the wheelchair, got his ass back to the Philippines where he wanted to be. And maybe you can go on that journey with him and give him encouragement, and by watching him, some way that will feed you also. So that's what I got to say.
And the Crew Family Philippines is my wife's channel.
Okay.
And I would like to build that up and let her keep that going. If something was to happen to me, it would give her a way to make a few dollars here.
Yes.
Rather than having to go and work in a sorry store or something and make nothing.
There you go.
So.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing that you can do. No one's going to get rich off of YouTube.
No.
Believe me.
But if somebody here makes $300 a month, you could go work a job the whole month and not make that. So.
That's right. So when it comes to the family, to his wife, to his daughter, that would be something where we run through the videos, let the commercials play, just do all that hoo-ha, and you'd be doing your good deed for the day, if nothing else.
Yeah, and I'd really appreciate it very much.
So anyway, that's our little interview, and that's our update. There will be more follow-ups with Monty, and we're going to keep promoting his channel, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
Yeah.
On the channel.
On the channel. Hopefully we'll see each other at lunch today. But other than that, yeah.
All right, crazy people.
All right, guy. Nice to see you, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
And thank you so much for tuning in. And hit his subscribe button and that bell notification.
Don't waste your time. But I will put a link into his channel. So, guys, all right.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Do us a solid. See you next time, crazy people.